Ladies and gentlemen, how are you? Hopefully, we have audio again tonight. Not like the other nights where we just had no audio for about 5 minutes. Hopefully, tonight it's back. Good to see you all. As you can see in the title, some people may be confused about what it means. Now, due to Australian law, I can't tell you the name of the person we're about to talk about. Unfortunately, it is to protect the child involved. By naming her mum, you may be able to find out who the child is. And yeah, we're not allowed to tell you, although I have seen content creators in the USA, the UK, and Europe all naming this particular, I'm going to say influencer, but it comes with the quotations, and it is a very sad story. So let me get this set up. Let me say hello to everyone. Let me get the camera on, and then we'll get going. Hold on. Yes, let's get this here. All right. Hey, good to see you all. Good to see you all. Melbourne, coming to you from Melbourne. A very not so warm Melbourne today. Very, very tall. Very calm. Very cool. Not very hot today down here. Bees are life. Good to see you. It's a female, and she is Australian. Danny Mitchell, Natasha, Bipolar Express, how are you? See Anna, Marlene, Clausen is here. Texas, hey buddy, good to see you. Jojo, Wendy R, Burn Popcorn, Mr. Dan Yee's here. April B. Who the hell is messaging me? Hold on. Yes. Jojo's here. Hey Jojo, Tide RN. Gayla's here. Nanalana, Marylandis. All right. Let's get into it. So you may remember a few months ago, back in I think it was October, I brought you a story about a possible Munchausen by proxy case in Australia. Well, I talked to a few people involved. I talked to some people who knew more information than I did, and I was going to do a follow-up video on it, and then it just went very quiet. I was expecting it to sort of go into overdrive and then we'd cover it, but it just went very quiet. No one had heard anything in a long time, about 8 weeks or so. And then today, the news dropped that actually this 34-year-old Sunshine Coast woman had been arrested and now is charged with administering several unauthorized prescription medications to the child while posting about their medical journey online. They suggest that she drugged this child to gain more followers, but also asked for money from those people in the way of donations to help the sick child. And they're saying that she basically did this for attention and to become famous on TikTok. So this is the same one that we talked to you about a few months ago. And I wish I could tell you more without identifying her, but I can't, because it'll literally just lead straight back to her, and then I'll be in trouble because yeah, it's a law down here. We can't notify. So the law that it falls under, a lot of people think it's got to do with like her or whatever. No, it's got to do with the child. The child currently, as far as I know, is in the care of, same as what you guys would call CPS. It's called something different down here. We call it, I don't know what it's called these days, DOC or Department of Children or something like that. Can't remember what it's called now. But that child is in the care of authorities, meaning they are now a protected individual. So it makes it a little tricky, and it's but we can talk about her. but we do have some body cam footage. So she was arrested by the Morningside Child Protection and Investigation Unit and was arrested and charged with torture. So these are the charges. Let me go down here and find the actual full charges. Where are they? Here. She's been charged with 5 counts of administering poison with the intent to harm, 3 counts of preparation to commit crimes with dangerous things. Yes, dangerous things. Could be a rattlesnake, could be a prescription medication. Never know. And it says 1 count each of torture, making child exploitation material, and fraud. She'll appear before the Brisbane Magistrates Court tomorrow on January 17th. Actually, if she's at the Brisbane Magistrates Court, she might run into Tweedledee and Tweedledum. They'll both be in the Brisbane Magistrates Court tomorrow as well. So she may have some friends there. I don't know. I don't think they know each other, but maybe they should. Maybe they should. Both criminals. So here, let's play. What do we love in life? We love when people get arrested because it's sort of like therapeutic when you see these people who. There was a long period of time where followers of this particular woman and her family had a funny feeling that something was going on because the information she was telling the internet didn't match what was going on with the child. Like there was some people who were very knowledgeable, either had children that had gone through it themselves or perhaps worked in nursing for children, and they were just like, yeah, none of this really makes any, sense. And people were picking up on it for maybe about half a year before this all came crashing down on her. So let's play. I want to play the arrest thing because there's no audio except for one little bit where they're like, "Take a seat." Other than that, there's no real audio, but we do get to see her and her shocked look on her face. She looks so shocked, as if she didn't know it was coming. The news reports were out for like 4 months. I don't think you should be, shocked that you were arrested. All right, here. I'll play it for you. Yeah.
Just take a seat for us.
Yeah. This is courtesy of Queensland Police, by the way, and news.com. She's got the oh my god face. The oh my god, I'm being arrested. Oh, you're joking.
So right now, you are under arrest for the administration of poison. Child. You have the right to remain silent. You don't have to say anything, answer any questions, or make any statement unless you wish to do so.
And then they put the handcuffs on. They tell her what she's being charged with. She does the oh my god face like she's trying to make a thumbnail for TikTok. She looks so shocked. Some cherry pants. Okay. And then they mess with her cuffs a little bit more. And then they chuck her in the car. I shouldn't get so much joy out of people being arrested, but I do. Someday I'm going to be arrested and they're going to be like, look at that guy. But for now, we can laugh at her. Yeah, so there you go. They buckle her up. And off to headquarters she goes. Yes, so... Oh, get out of this.
Just take a seat.
Yeah, just take a seat so we can put your handcuffs on. Just do that for me. Hold on, I have to make the shock face. Okay. They say in the footage from her arrest, the woman is seen sitting on a porch. Yeah, porch. In a pink and white pajama shorts. Yes, okay. Next to a large, bright pink Stanley drinking cup. Okay. So Queensland Police are alleging she administered several unauthorized prescription medications to the child while posting about that medical journey online. They're saying that that is not real, and she basically did it to, She basically did it to, con people and keep the influencer train going. There is another link if I can grab it. All right, hold on. There's another story for this that has more information. Yeah, let me grab this line and go here. Is it this one? Okay. All right. So they're saying that 34-year-old woman that you saw in that video has been arrested and charged after allegedly poisoning a 1-year-old girl and posting videos of her in what police describe as immense distress and pain in order to solicit donations and build an online following. Police laid charges including torture against the Sunshine Coast woman on Thursday, that is today, on the back of what they said were extensive investigations after concerns were raised by medical staff from a hospital in Brisbane South while the child was admitted. Yeah, so originally the story came out is that the child had gone in for some procedure or for some reason, and what the child was reacting to, like their testing, and what the mum was telling them weren't matching up. And a couple of the very clever doctors and nurses that worked there figured out that she had an online following, and they had watched a few of her videos, and they kind of listened to the medical advice that she was giving on the videos about what's happening to her child. And then they, knew from the conversations they'd had with her, plus the testing they'd done on the child, that a bunch of this wasn't adding up. And then they reported it to police to conduct an investigation into like what the hell was going on. They're saying investigators will allege the poisoning occurred between the 6th of August and the 15th of October last year, during which time the woman administered several unauthorized prescription and pharmacy medicines to the baby girl, who was known to her, it's her daughter, without medical approval. While the child was being subject to immense distress and pain, it is alleged the woman filmed and posted videos of the child online. It is alleged the content produced exploited the child and was used to entice monetary donations and online followers. Police allege the woman disregarded medical advice and went to great lengths to obtain unauthorized medicines, including old medicines for a different person available in their home. She was then said to have carefully concealed her continued efforts to administer the unauthorized medicines until medical staff reported suspected poisoning to detectives on the 15th of October 2024. Police say they took immediate action to protect the child and launched their investigation. The woman was arrested in Underwood on Thursday morning and charged with those 5 counts of administering poison with the intent to harm, 3 counts of preparation to commit crimes with dangerous things, and 1 count each of torture and making child exploitation material and fraud. She will face court on Friday. So tomorrow you will see her in court. Yes. Yes, the baby was her child. There's only so much I can tell you. Yeah, there's only so much I can tell you without identifying that child and getting myself into trouble with Australian authorities. But I can tell you that it is her daughter. I can tell you that she made a lot of content online featuring that child that I've seen, and there is another party involved. It is a father. I don't know to what extent he's involved or not involved, but the last update I have from him is that he wants to fight for custody of the children, plural. He wants to fight for custody of them and look after them and not put them online. This guy is very reactionary. Every time I hear something from him, it's a reactionary post. Like, he never seems very, in advance of anything. He always responds to whatever's going on at the time. So he copped a lot of crap about, like, why aren't you taking the kid and this and that, and then he comes out and makes a statement after being quiet for about a month. he may have some legal issues, like why he couldn't speak, but the posts that I have noticed since AH has been under investigation from him tend to be reactionary, not, you know, not in advance or of his own free will. Okay. Burnt Popcorn says, I would hope he steps in. Hope so. Hope he didn't know anything about it. Marlene says, when you have an open house at a house for sale, the realtor tells you to take all scripts or people will steal them. I think this means, in the context of what I read, is that she just took medication from another family member and gave it to the little girl. At least I think so. Hold on, let me see here. Yeah. Including old medicines for a different person available in their home. So it was a medication prescribed to a different person that she then took and gave to this 1-year-old child. So, hey, Kaliza, how are you? Good to see you. Yes, so yeah, it is her child. Saw the child wheelchair on the porch. The child apparently is fine. From what I know, the child is no problems. Soon as they took her away from the mum, the child's improvement went through the roof. Like she was fine. Hold on, guys, give me 1 sec. All right, that's okay. Muffin was doing something. Ben Popcorn said, "Yeah, I hope he would step in. Me too. Me too." Good thing the medical team figured it out. Yeah, very clever people. There's a few people. There was people who were followers of hers that figured it out pretty early on. There were I say followers loosely because there's different genres of people and why they follow, you know, people. There were the nurses and doctors, and there was a few. Well, that's the thing. Originally, it was reported as a possible case of Munchausen by proxy. The original articles that came out in October painted it that way. It possibly could be, and even if she put that up as a defense, it doesn't excuse the crime that was committed. You are still going to get done for the abuse. It may be an explanation, but it's not a get out of jail free card. So that would be interesting. It is horrible, especially when like this child was fine. There's nothing wrong with the kid, and to I don't know to poison your own child to keep your online fanfare and followers engaged is a very sick kind of parenting. It's really gross, and if you need to do that to keep your online following, you must be a pretty boring person to start with, because you have to manufacture this type of drama to keep the donations rolling in. I think that's pretty horrific. Patty says, I hope not. She's extremely dangerous. Well, she could get bail tomorrow, by the way. Oh, actually, I don't know. So, if you're charged with something like murder, you can't get bail at the magistrate's court in Brisbane, as we know. But I don't know about these particular charges. I've never dealt with these type of charges before, so I'm not sure. Poison, 5 counts of administering poison, attempt to harm. Yeah, what classification is this? Yeah, section 22. What is it? Criminal Code 1899, Section 322, administrating poison with intent to harm. Section 322. What does it say? A person who unlawfully and with the intent to injure or annoy another person causes a poison or another noxious thing to be administered or taken by any person commits a crime. Maximum penalty if the poison or other noxious things endangers the life of or does grievous bodily harm to the person to whom it is administered or by whom it is taken, there is a maximum penalty of 14 years imprisonment or otherwise 7 years in imprisonment, so jail. Interesting. So if the prosecution can demonstrate that this endangered the life of the little girl and did grievous bodily harm to the little girl, she will be looking at 14 years in jail as a maximum. If they can't prove that point, it is still a bottom, like a floor of 7 years in prison. So she has other charges as well. This is just the main one that she got a bunch of counts on. So, were all the children removed from the home? I don't know. I all I know is that the baby girl, I'm not going to use her real name. All I know is that she was taken. I don't know about the other ones. I would have to check. I have someone I know that knows a lot more about this than I do. I can message them after the show and find out. They would probably know. April B says, as long as the baby is in someone else's custody, she should stay in jail, though. Wendy R says, if this was written as a law, what case set the precedent for it being written? Who knows? Who knows? There was probably a lot of poisonings going on back in like the 1900s. Probably like every second person who was murdered was poisoned. So there was quite a, it was quite regular back then. Not so much now. Patty L says she shouldn't have any children in her custody. I don't think you're allowed any children in your custody when you're in jail. So, yeah, I think she's all right. I think she's not got any children on her. She ain't hiding any in her pockets. She's not, smuggling children into the jail. Let's see. Yeah, to do this to make money. I don't think that's the only motivator. I think the other motivator is the like the fame. She was quite a famous. What do they call them? Like a mum. I don't know the word. Like a mum influencer type thing. You see how much Ping watches TikTok a lot. I watch it all. No, I've never watched it. All I know is that she was quite, one of the bigger ones in Australia. Let me see if I can find out how many like subscribers she had. Hold on. Oh, let's watch the police first because I like them. Let's watch them. I'm going to try to find out how many followers or whatever she had.
These offences include 5 administering poison with the intent to harm, 3 counts of preparation to commit crimes with dangerous things, 1 count of torture, 1 count of making child exploitation material, and 1 charge of fraud. In relation to these charges, police will be alleging that between the 6th of August last year and the 15th of October, the woman administered several prescription and pharmacy medications to the 1-year-old girl without medical approval. We will further allege that the woman went to lengths to conceal her continued efforts to administer the unauthorised medicine until the offence was detected by medical staff and police.
There you go. The police. Yeah, mumfluencer, or whatever you want to call it. Yeah, whatever. April P says the US probably won't have TikTok in the next few days. Yeah, it's going dark. I don't know the specifics of what is happening, but it's got something to do with the company has to be sold or whatever. Who cares? I don't care if TikTok goes away. Wendy R says, yeah, if it's written in law, thank you very much. I appreciate it. Who is messaging me? Oh my god. Sorry. Elon wants to buy TikTok. He wants to buy everything. Someone should just keep selling him things until he has no more money. Just keep selling him like social media platforms. Alright. Alright, let me see if I can find that. Her name is something I can't tell you. And I'm going to type it into Google here. Hopefully I'm not sharing my screen. It doesn't tell me. I think she shut down her TikTok and a bunch of her other social media. I don't have a here. She had like 18,000 followers, but I don't know if this is the correct one. One of the other ones had around 12,000. Yeah, so one of the others that I can see had around 12,800 followers. Is that her main one? I don't know. It looks like it though. So, but I can't tell you what it is. Yeah, that's right. Wendy R said it would be something if we could all just buy whatever we like. Damn the cost. I would buy YouTube and I would take away all the copyright notices for everyone. I would buy all the music in the world so everyone could play music on their channels. Patty L says she doesn't have any followers now in jail. Hey, you know, sometimes infamy gets people more attention, and I guarantee you her followers will go up as this news breaks and as these people figure out who she is. I guarantee you that her numbers will go up. It's just the way it works. People are inquisitive and people will subscribe to her crap just to see if she posts or there's anything new happening. Yeah, it is sad, but it does happen. All right. Let me go one more place. I wanted to go to the Brisbane. Yeah, Brisbane. That's not the one. Good work, Ping. That's not the one. Yeah. They say a Queensland social media influencer has been charged. We already know. The child was put through severe emotional and physical distress. Yeah, this child had also had these medical tests done. I don't know to what extent, you know, because she lied about a bunch of it online. They're like, oh my God, she had to drill into her head and, you know, do all this and have all these freaky invasive surgeries, and don't know how much of it is true, unfortunately. But she was, you know, spouting online about certain things. For alleged disregard. Yeah, so she disregarded medical advice for the child. Yeah, Detective Inspector Paul Dalton said the child was in hospital for a genuine reason on October 15. He would not specify her condition due to the case being before the courts. He said the child was in hospital and being treated for a quite serious illness. The mother had been given a treatment plan for the baby. However, she had gone outside the plan. Police will allege the girl had a medical episode as a result of being poisoned. Dalton said medical experts told police the child would have been going through severe emotional and physical distress. He would not elaborate on the drugs that allegedly administered, except to say they were pharmaceutical and one was obtained from a chemist. They said there are more than 5 occasions where we believe that child was administered that drug. When asked what would happen if the police did not intervene, Dalton answered, "It's been described that the child was gravely ill with the possibility of the child passing away." That's not good. Dalton said the baby was now safe and doing well. Police are also alleging the woman received about just over $50,000 in donations through appeals on the GoFundMe platform. Dalton said he understood that GoFundMe was making attempts to repay the money to those who donated to this woman and her family, and we will be seeking that money back in restitution should she be convicted at a later date. Police are not planning to arrest anyone else in relation to the case. So the husband or ex-husband or separated guy, whatever he is now, it sounds like he's not going to be charged. It was solely on her. He would have been interviewed by now as well. They say, you try to put this into words to describe it, and with any child abuse matter, it's quite difficult. I think it's horrendous on a few different levels here. Generally speaking, it's affected a lot of people. Not only are we alleging that the child was tortured over a 3-month period, and again, I'll use the words suffered severe emotional and physical distress and harm. Siblings would have been aware of this, and other innocent family members would be aware of this. He says, this follows on to the good people in our community who followed this person, supported this person, and provided their hard-earned cash to do that. The woman is scheduled to appear in Brisbane's Magistrate Court on Friday. Under Queensland law, the family cannot be identified. So I can't identify her, although you people are very good true crime people. I'm sure it is not outside of your realm of typing. Marlene says she was a gefter. What is a gefter? Sounds like a French dessert. Here, come here, have a gefter. And you're like, what is that? And they're like, it's some sort of rattlesnake rolled in pastry. Here. Danny Mitchell says, I don't enjoy a dumpster fire. Okay, I don't enjoy it either. Wendy R says, do female prisoners acquire male admirers and fans like the males attract female sympathizers? Like in life, any human being with lady parts tends to attract male attention, even the ones in jail. So I am going to go out on a limb and say yes. Yeah, I knew what she meant. I was just making fun of the spelling mistake. Yeah, she's a con and a grifter. Yes, that is true. Nalana says, hello and good night. Good night. Hey, C. Taylor, how are you? Good to see ya. Yeah. Let's have a look. The kooks come out of the woodwork. That is true. Talk to Elon Musk. He knows all about it. Okay, all right. When I know more about AH and what happens in court tomorrow, I will bring it to you, and we will talk more about it. So there'll be more news tomorrow about AH then. Okay, this one's from my friend April. I didn't know this happened, and it is very interesting. So we are going to go here. This is Michael Vaughan. So if you remember this, they call him Monkey. They says here Michael Vaughan's mum tells KTVB she released video showing a suspect confessing to knowing where the body was buried. They say in the video, Stacey Wondra claims He watched the burial happen, and his wife Sarah is the one who dug the hole and put Michael inside. They're saying more than an hour's worth of footage was posted to a YouTube channel on Tuesday. Now, that YouTube channel is called Clutch the Pearls, or Clutch, what is it? Clutch something. Clutch Them Pearls. So if you want to watch the entire thing, head to that particular YouTube channel, and they have the entire video that we'll watch a little tiny bit of it. But if you want to watch all of it, head to that particular YouTube channel as they posted the entire thing. But yeah, they say Michael's mum Brandy told KTVB on Wednesday afternoon she and a family friend leaked the two-part video. The suspect, Stacey Wandra, guided detectives on a FaceTime call to where he said he saw his wife Sarah burying the body. Seems pretty like, it's like, there's the smoking gun, but it gets a bit weirder. They say, actually, you know what? Let's play the video, and then we'll talk about why it's weird. All right. Oh, wow, that's an hour. We're not going to do that. I'm not going to play an hour's worth of body cam to you. But if you want to watch it all, head to Clutch Them Pearls, and then you can do that. We're going to play the little version of it.
Host News Channel 7. This is the news at 4.
First at 4, body cam video uploaded to YouTube this week could provide more clues in the disappearance of Michael Vaughn. The then 5-year-old boy went missing in 2021 from his home in Fruitland, Idaho. And I want to bring in Abby Davis and Abby Wilt here with us following the story. We'll start with Abby Wilt. You're going to break down key points from that video in just a minute. But Abby Davis, you spoke with Michael's mom just a short time ago about this video, where it came from. What do we know about this?
Right. Well, Joe and Abby, Brandy Neal says she and a family friend leaked the two-part video. It shows one of the two suspects in the case, or it shows one of the 4 suspects in the case, rather. Stacey Wandra, who was in jail at the time in Washington County, telling detectives Michael's body was in he and his wife's backyard. They lived just minutes away from the young boy. Brandy says they accidentally got the video last spring through an unrelated public records request. She asked the friend to file the request on her behalf. Brandy started uploading the video on her own YouTube yesterday. The family friend who runs the true crime account, Clutch Them Pearls, uploaded it to their account today. Brandy says she leaked the video because she's angry, tired, and sick of not having any answers and wanted to take the situation into her own hands. She doesn't want her decision to discredit any of the hard work the Fruitland Police Department has done. She says they've worked tirelessly to bring Michael home. She did decline an interview because of her poor health. Stacey is still a suspect. He's been in and out of custody for a couple of years after pleading guilty to an unrelated gun crime, then violating conditions of his supervised release. He's currently in federal custody, waiting for a hearing that's set for mid-February. His wife, Sarah, who is also a suspect, is in prison until at least 2026 on charges of aggravated assault with a deadly weapon and destruction, alteration, or concealment of evidence unrelated to Michael's disappearance.
Yeah, the weird bit is at the end of him trying to guide these people to where he thinks the body is. He's like, oh, or it could be over here near that tree, or sort of over there at this different property under a different tree. So it's a little wishy-washy at the end, but it is very interesting. And I get why they wanted the video out. They wanted people to see exactly what was going on and maybe what hadn't really been released to the public in full at this point. But it is somewhat compelling, very compelling. All right, let's play the other bit.
There are 2 other suspects, Adrienne Lucien and Brandon Shurtleff. They both lived with the Wandras. Fruitland Police Chief J.D. Huff told me recently that he knows where they are, but wouldn't elaborate further on any of the suspects since it's an active investigation. Abby, Will, you watched the videos. Break them down for us.
Abby, that's more than an hour's worth of body camera footage showing Stacey Wandra FaceTiming with detectives and directing to where Monkey's body was buried in his backyard.
It's like right under that mound area.
It's right under the mound, about where at compared to the
trees?
A little like right to the right of the trees area. It should be, it should be a garbage bag.
Okay, what color is the garbage bag?
It would either be white or black. We only have two
Is the
colors.
duct tape still gonna be over his mouth?
It should be.
Okay.
I didn't watch to take them off.
Okay.
So you should have everything intact as it was.
Footage recorded on November 12th of 2022 and uploaded to YouTube shows Stacy Wandra, a suspect in the disappearance of 5-year-old Michael Monkey Vaughn, telling detectives where to find Monkey's body, which was in Stacy's backyard.
Okay, so I'm going out the kitchen door.
That's some equipment.
That is some equipment. Okay, where do I need to go?
Okay, face to the right. Like right where the dirt piles are.
He claims he watched the burial happen.
Okay, how far down is Michael?
I don't know how far she actually dug, to be honest with you.
And the she he's referring to, that's his wife Sarah, another suspect in the case.
You know, it's just awfully specific. Like everything he says is, it's very recall. It doesn't seem like he's just making it up and being like, yeah, go left here. Hey, you see that thing that might be circle, it might be a square, go there. No, it's very specific. And I don't think he's lying as such. C. Taylor says his body was moved, in my opinion. Could be. Oh, some people are asking, yeah, he's never been located. So they've never found his body. Am I correct in that? Is Ping going crazy? I don't believe so. Because I think 22nd of July... No. 27th of July this year was like the anniversary of him going missing. So I don't believe they've ever located him. But then you hear things like this and you think there's got to be something there. There is definitely some overlap of people that I believe know exactly where he is, and in one way or another they are protecting each other. So that's Ping's opinion.
Stacy says Adrian, a third suspect, was also there for the burial.
Give me an approximate time frame it took her to dig and bury.
I don't know. I'd say probably between a half hour to an hour-ish. I want to say. I think Adrian was helping her. If I'm right about that. Adrian's pretty. Brandon wasn't anywhere around that. But I know Adrian's, pretty decent, skinny dude, so he's.
That's the only thing that gets me when I listen to him talk, is in some points of him talking to authorities, he's very specific. He'll give you the information and then he doesn't deviate from it. But then in other parts, like this bit, he deviates. He goes, it could have been like half an hour, hours. And you go, well, no, come on. We know what time is. We've all learned to read a watch since we were like 5 years old. We don't need to play, how many hours in a day. That's where I think he's starting to walk away from the truth, is when you see him start deviating from giving just a solid answer. And that's probably where he's starting to blur the line of what is good information and what is bad information to authorities.
His abilities, and he's taller, so his abilities are a little more, spread open, wide open than.
And Brandon, a fourth suspect, wasn't there. But Stacy says Monkey's body would likely be in Brandon's yard if they didn't find the remains in his and Sarah's yard.
If he's not in that backyard, is go to Cuna to Brandon's house and check in the backyard by the tree area.
Stacy insists he had no participation in the burial when detectives told him his wife Sarah said he did.
Sarah's made comments too, however, hers were that you were the one that did this.
Oh my God. Yeah, I had no. I can't even mow the yard. Do you see me digging a hole that big? I mean, I can barely walk as it is. So I mean, there's no way I have the energy.
I don't think physical stature, excludes you from murdering a child. So you can play up the disability, obesity, whatever you got, all you want, but I don't think that excludes you from any sort of suspicion. He's like, oh my God, I can't even mow the lawn. Yeah, buddy. Yeah. I bet you never seen your dick in years either. Burn Popcorn says, do any of them have any pedo history? I don't know about that. I'd have to ask. April B says, but you watch, how are you not sure which yard? I know, he's like, oh yeah, it was definitely out this door and near the dirt pile, but it could have been in 20 other different yards that have a tree. So I don't believe everything he says. He's definitely deviating from certain you can tell which bits are real, and then you can tell which bits he's absolutely talking crap. So why do so many pedos look like him? I don't know. They have a look. They must go to the same barber and stylist. They go to the same place. It's where all the Hollywood people go. Let's see. C. Taylor says, oh, I do think they're involved. There's way too much information and knowledge. Give the mum her child back before she, unfortunately, leaves this world. Give her something, right? Ridiculous. She's already lost. He's obviously dead. The minimum you can do is end her suffering and wandering and give that kid back. But they won't. Khaliza said, from what I recall, law enforcement questioned both he and the girlfriend very thoroughly, and we know people have given false confessions under duress, even convincing themselves it is true. Yeah, I don't think that's what's going on here. He doesn't look all that distressed. Marlene says, a rock spider. He is a rock spider. Yeah, good evening, Marilyn. That is right. Yeah, definitely. He has some rockiness and some spideriness to him. All right, hold on. Let's play the rest.
Like I said, Sarah, could have done something with it when I wasn't home. Knowing that she knew that I had seen where she was digging. So maybe she just wanted to keep, try to, keep it as a confusion. I mean, she's pretty scandalous like that.
And says he wanted Monkey's body to be found.
All I know is that the place where I saw her start the shoveling was where I pointed you. But tear up the whole yard. I mean, I'm giving you guys what I got. I mean, that's the best I got for you. I wish I could tell you, yeah, it's for sure over to the left. I mean, what I've gotten for sure is from where I told you guys. Trust me, I want him home. I want you guys. I want him to be found. I'm distraught. I want this. I want this to be done and over with. This family suffered way too long, and
If you look at the date in the top of the camera, it's the 11th of December. I hope that's right, because that's the way American dates normally work. 11th of December, 2022. It's like 3 years ago. Oh, no, 2 and a bit years, 2 years and like a month. So it's a couple of years ago. He's like, all I want is for this to be over. I want him to be found. We're like 24 months later, and no one has any idea where the child is. So much for all I want is for this to be over and for him to be found. It is now dragged on another few years. So Moonlight View said Sarah wanted a baby. Perhaps Sarah's plan went awry. Seen a lot of women who have taken children, cut them out of women, done all sorts of freaky stuff to get children. Wouldn't put it past anyone. C. Taylor said, and think about it, he didn't come forward with this. He was arrested, then decided to give it up. Yeah. It's not like he called in a tip to Crime Stoppers or something like that. April's B said, you're distraught, dude. Try being his mother. His mum, Brandy, used to come into the chat like all the time. When Michael first went missing, she used to come in the chat, I don't know, like at least once a week. And she'd beg us to do more stories on Michael. Every week she'd be in there. She'd be like, can you do another one on Michael? Can you do another one on him? There's more information. We have new things. We did a rally today. Can you help with that? Can you? She was determined. She probably still is, but I haven't seen her in a while. Not smart enough, could be. He's probably in a landfill somewhere, unfortunately. Actually, possibly, yeah. Actually, they're still doing that one in Canada. Hold on. I haven't heard anything since December. Yeah, I don't see anything. Maybe they have called it off for now. Yeah, I don't see a new update. Yeah, 1 month ago. Yeah, no update on the Manitoba landfill. Hey, Bebop. According to Stacy, he said the police pressured him. I don't see any pressure. Such a liar. Seems pretty relaxed on that phone. If that is pressured, I'd like to see what is relaxed. Does that mean he doesn't have pants on? Does he have like a hand down the front of the pants? Like, what is this? What is relaxed? You know, Alex Trebek, show me relaxed on the board. Show me relaxed. Marlene says, please put Michael's photo. Yeah, we could do that. Yeah, I could put my Michael's thing up. Where is it? Where's the good one? There's a couple that are better than others. Which one do I like? This one? Yeah, this one. Give me a second. Let me grab this poster. Okay. You bugger of a thing. Nope. That's not how we do that. Yeah, you guys can have this one while I get the other one. There's a better one that has like a few photos of him with his mum. If I can find that old one. Can't find it. That's not the one I wanted. There's like a poster that has a bunch of different photos of him, but I don't seem to be able to find it right now. How annoying. This one has the age progression, although Ping doesn't believe he is alive right now. There you go. Yeah, there you go. April B said he's sitting there as if he is bored. He doesn't care. I agree. Is there any more of this interview? Yes, you can watch it on what's the channel called again? Clutch Them Pearls. I can get the link for you. Hold on. I'm not going to steal their views from you, from them. So I'm going to give you the link to their channel. Not saying you have to subscribe or anything, but if you want to watch the entire thing, the 1 hour, you can watch it there. Or Ping always likes to give you options. There is one here on KTVB. You can watch it here on KTVB's YouTube channel. Just, I can't play the entire thing because KTVB will come after us with lawyers and, stuff like that. So you can watch either one. This is the channel, Clutch Them Pearls. This is KTVB. You can watch either of them. Who is messaging me? All right. Actually, I think we had a little bit left in that video. Can we play it? Oh, there's only like a tiny bit left. We could probably play a little bit of the entrance to this video. All right. So they turn the cameras on like right here, right? And they're saying this person is under duress. I don't think so. Let's play like just a few minutes.
Yeah. Huh? Yeah. I just want to talk to you for a little bit. Okay. I'm just gonna go on the impact soon for now. How's it going, man? Okay, how are you doing? Good. Hey, I've been patrol guy over here. Hey, we're just got to get some formalities out of the way, so I'm gonna read this to you real quick, okay? Okay. You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can and will be used against you in the court of law. You have the right to talk to a lawyer and have him present with you while you're being questioned. If you cannot afford to hire a lawyer and want one will be appointed to represent you before any questioning. Okay. You have the right to interrupt the conversation and use these rights at any time. Okay. Do you understand these rights, as I've told you? Yes, sir. Okay, hey, Detective Freeland PD, you know him? Mm-hmm. I've been talking to you a bit. They want to FaceTime you so you can give them a little more information on where this body's actually buried at, because I guess they're not finding him yet. Okay. Are you good with that? I mean, good as I'm gonna be. Okay. What's in your pen? And I'm gonna give you a number so you can dial in there. Did you get in all right? Yeah. Sort of a phone dollar? Video.
So yeah, if you want to watch the rest of it, you can on those links. But yeah, I don't see anything there that's like, very duress-like. Carliza says, not saying he's under duress, but I do think he wants attention and has found it. Yeah, he may have wanted it. Marlene says, I wish people treated me this nicely. Yeah, he is. Well, yeah, he is. Justin with Clutch Them Pearls is wonderful and isn't into BS. I don't know Justin, unfortunately. Carliza said, please don't seem to believe him either. Yeah, they seem a little... They don't seem like it's like a gotcha moment. Normally when police think they have something, they get very tense and they think they're, they get very excited that they might be breaking the case, but I don't get that vibe from them on this particular footage. Let's see. All right. Yeah, I haven't seen any of the other interviews he's done, unfortunately. Or fortunately, maybe. Rachel said, I think he was trying to get attention. Maybe. Oh, maybe. Hopefully they find Monkey. That would be a blessing for anyone. All right. Let me try and take you over here. If it'll let me. And it's not letting me. Come on. StreamYard is acting very slow tonight. Some days I'm just like, StreamYard, why do you do this? It feels like it just does not want to react fast enough. All right, hold on. All right. All right, yeah, let's go to WPVI. story we did the other night. So it's just a little update. So husband arrested for murder after wife's body found in the dumpster. We did this the other day. This is this is the woman. She worked at a nail salon. I remember we were looking up her work the other night. But yeah, he's now, what does it say? They say Corte was identified as a suspect and arrested on Sunday. He's being held at the Union County Jail. He's scheduled to appear in court on Thursday. That is tomorrow. If he's found guilty, he could face life in prison for dumping his wife's body in a Pennsylvania dumpster over the weekend. How horrid. Hold on. Is this what I think it is? No. Sorry, I thought it was a different case we've been looking at. And I was like, oh my God, there's an update, but it's not. All right, let me play this for you.
In Lehigh County, a woman's body was found in a dumpster over the weekend. The gruesome scene was discovered Saturday evening in Coopersburg. An autopsy found that the victim died from sharp force injuries. She has been identified as 39-year-old Lucretia Jaden Sumba of Elizabeth, New Jersey. Authorities from both Pennsylvania and New Jersey now investigating the death.
During his address, Biden warns of the dangers of misinformation.
All right, so that's it. That's your little update. He'll be in court tomorrow. I was just trying to see if we had an update for Heather Williams. I don't see one. 22 hours ago. Memorial service planned for Heather Williams. So they are doing a memorial service. Yeah, I don't see like anything very interesting because they have a person of interest, but I have been waiting to see if they're going to release a name or something, but so far no name. But they are having a memorial service for her. They're saying memorial service planned for 25-year-old North Carolina woman who was found or who was killed. All right, fireworks. Where is that? Stop. All right. Yeah, so memorial plan for her. They say Heather Marie Williams, 25, vanished on January 4 after she was spotted getting into a car along Berkshire Road, according to the Fayetteville Police Department. They say they put out a missing endangered alert 3 days later. They say she was found dead on January 10th, just less than a week after she disappeared. Police say she was killed by someone and a homicide investigation is underway, but there is a memorial plan for her, which is good news. I'm just trying to see if there's any details on when that memorial might take place. No, no details, just there is one planned. When? Don't know. What time? Don't know. Not sure. But there is one going to be happening. All right. Okay. All right. Okay, all right. Yeah, no update on her, unfortunately. Heather Marie Williams. So she's the one that she had a TBI, a traumatic brain injury, but she had limited use of her leg and her arm. And then everyone's seen that video footage of her leaving her home and heading to that car. If I can actually find it again, I'll show it to you. No. Okay, apparently we're not allowed to show it to you. Good work, Ping. Good work. Here. Yeah, there we go. So this was that footage. The last known moments of her being alive. Hopping into that car and then they found her about a week later dead in a wooded area. Random dude just pops up. Good work, random dude. And there's that vehicle. I still reckon if you clear that up, you might be able to tell who that is or get a license plate as it drives away. So that's maybe why they do have that vehicle too, by the way. They located that vehicle, but they haven't located the driver. Yeah, no one hit the like button. Good work. Thank you for the super sticker. I appreciate it. Yeah, I appreciate that. It's very kind. I just want to check something. I can hear yeah, there's a police helicopter over my area for some reason. I was like, what are they doing here? I'm always checking whether they're going to arrest someone in my area. Doesn't seem like it. It seems like they're just flying by. All right. Oh, what's this one? Missing South Carolina. South Carolina's had a lot of missing women. South Carolina woman found dead in Charlotte after being dumped during birthday celebration. They're saying a South Carolina woman found dead in North Carolina weeks after police said she was reported missing. Apparently, the body of 22-year-old Tahali Payton was found near a park on Monday. Payton was reported missing in November after she was last seen in the along Charlottetown Avenue. That's the same area where her body was found weeks later. How do you go missing on a road or an avenue and then they find your body in the same place like 8 weeks later? That is very freaky. Hold on. I have to watch the video now with you because I don't get it.
A South Carolina woman found dead in Charlotte after being missing for weeks now.
Authorities say the body of 22-year-old Tahali Payton was found in a waterway near Pearl Street Park in Charlotte. She had been missing since late November. Payton was visiting Charlotte from South Carolina with her boyfriend to celebrate her birthday. She was reported missing after her boyfriend returned to South Carolina without her, saying he, quote, left her in Charlotte after they allegedly got into an argument. The cause of death is still under investigation. Police have not said if they suspect any foul play.
We turn now to new development.
There you go, because it was found in water. That would make a lot of sense. Last seen at a birthday celebration. Yeah, very interesting. Let's see. Actually, let me go back here. My links are all getting mixed up. All right, here we go. Yeah, they said they found her in a park on Monday. They said friends told WSOC that she was in an argument with her boyfriend at the Microtel Inn and Suites in North Charlotte before her boyfriend drove away without her the next day. Later that afternoon, a worker at Crumble Cookies shop said Payton went inside looking for help. She just asked to use my phone and I just handed it to her. She said her boyfriend kicked her out of the car. He was found with some other girl and she needed a ride. She said Payton called her mum and returned to the store 2 other times to use the phone. It turns out she also messaged her boyfriend from the phone, or from my phone. I guess she said, I'll sleep outside tonight. I'm sorry for everything. And then they find her body in a river. That is odd. Here. Let me see if I can find anything. It does. It does. Hey guys, give me 1 second. Hold on. All right, sorry. Muffin is running around like crazy. For what reason? I don't know. Did he go back and find her maybe? Maybe. Yeah, let's have a look. To Haley Payton. Oh, this was back in December. Yeah, I don't know. 502. It doesn't give me any more information other than that. She was found in the 700 block of Charlottetown Avenue in Charlotte. According to the CMPD, Payton and her boyfriend traveled to Charlotte for her birthday. The boyfriend, who was not named, returned to Greenville County, but without her. The death investigation is active and ongoing. Anyone with information should call 704-432-TIPS and speak directly to a homicide unit detective. Homicide unit. There you go. A little bit, yeah, a little bit. Very strange. And then that worker said there was something about another woman, and she had to use the phone. Whatever it is, it's a little strange. Hold on a sec. Okay. Yeah. Patty L said, too bad people don't come with warning labels. If someone shows you who they are, believe them. That is Trisha's favorite saying ever, is when people show you who they are, you should believe them. Yep, she likes that one. All right. What time is it? Okay. All right, guys, I got to get out of here. I got to do something with Mrs. Ping, unfortunately, this evening. So I got to head. It's going to be a shorter show tonight, but I'll be back tomorrow. We have like 3 different people in court tomorrow, and we'll have a lot to catch up on then, okay? I love you all. I'll see you then. And maybe we'll have more information on that lady, the one who's accused of poisoning her daughter. I will. She's due in court tomorrow, which is Friday down here. So I will let you know tomorrow on the Late Show. Okay? Good night, everyone. Love you all. Bye. By the way, thanks to Lisa for the super sticker. I appreciate it. And Sean sent in a donation yesterday. Thank you, Sean. It's very kind. Bye. Bye-bye.